Israel wants to frame the conflict as Muslims versus Jews, when in reality, it's European colonizers versus Arab Muslims, Christians, and Jews. Understand this. Arab Christians support armed resistance against Israeli occupation, whether it's Hamas or otherwise. It's actually Christians like George Habash and George Abdullah who pioneered armed struggle against Israel. Catholic Bishop Capucci was smuggling weapons into Palestine to support the resistance. So Palestinian resistance is not just Muslim. Historically, it's been Christian, secular, and today it just happens to be Muslim. Sure, Hamas have the word Islamic in their name, but they fight for all Palestinians because all Palestinians suffer under Israel, not just Muslims. Just last month, what did Israel do? Israel bombed and destroyed the oldest church in Gaza, the third oldest church in the world. Israelis walk past churches and spit on them. They spit on nuns and harass priests. Right now, the Christian Armenian quarter in Jerusalem is under attack by Israeli settlers and facing its worst existential crisis in history. Since 1948, Israel have expelled Arab Jews, Christians, Muslims from their lands. They eliminated many villages, including Christian villages like Baram, which is why many Arab Christians are just leaving entirely as a result. Have you ever seen Hamas behave like this towards Christians? I can't believe that I have to tell you this, but yeah, you have Arab Christians. Christianity literally comes from Palestine and comes from Syria. Christians are treated very well and they are protected in Arab countries. The only unsafe place in the Middle East for Christians is Israel. How come so many people in the West call themselves Christians and then they support Israel? The closest descendants to Jesus and his disciples are Palestinians, not Israeli settlers from Ukraine or Brooklyn or Poland. Arab Christians are the inheritors, the heirs, and the protectors of the Christian faith. And Israel is literally murdering them and murdering all Palestinians. Arab Christians reject Israel. Arab Christians oppose Israel. And this year they have cancelled Christmas. How can they celebrate when their brothers and sisters are being killed, when they themselves are being killed? Seriously, don't bother celebrating Christmas this year. Don't bother singing Christmas carols about Jesus and Bethlehem when you support Israel murdering his people. Christmas is not about materialism, shopping, or exchanging gifts. It's about celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ and the message that he brought, which is love and peace. Where is the peace? Where is the peace in his own birthplace? If Jesus were born today, he would be born under the rubble. He would be persecuted in his mother's womb, like so many Palestinians who've died stillborn because of Israeli bombardment. You cannot be a Christian and support Israel. Zionism contradicts all the principles and teachings of Christianity. Don't kill, don't steal. And Christian Zionism, whatever that means, is a Western movement to control the Middle East by brainwashing people to support Israel. Arab Christians, they know very well what Zionism really is. They live under Israeli occupation, and that is why they support resistance against Israel. They support Hamas, they support Hezbollah, because these groups fight for all Arabs, regardless of their religion. But as usual, the West, they use religion and sectarianism to divide and conquer. They lie. They say Palestinians are attacking Israel because they're Muslims and they hate Jews. Rubbish. The reality, the truth is that Palestinians, regardless of their religion, are resisting against Israel because Israel are European colonizers who stole their homes and stole their country. When in reality, Palestinians, regardless of their religion, are resisting Israel because Israelis are European colonizers who came to Palestine and stole their homes and occupied their country. And once again, this shows you that the whole conflict has nothing to do with religion. It's about occupation. And that's why it's important for me to tell you about Arab Christians, especially during Christmas. And once you know this, it completely debunks and destroys Israel's bullshit narrative that, they're fighting Hamas and Muslim extremists. The real extremists are Israel. The real terrorists are Israel. There's no question about it. Make no mistake. One priest said that if Israel destroys all the mosques in Gaza and there's no one left to do the call to prayer, he himself, the priest, will go and do it for the Muslims.
عندما تقصف المساجد ولا يكون هناك مؤذن في غزة وأنا حاضر في غزة سأرفع الأذان في الوقت المناسب عن إخوة المسلمين.
All Arab Christians, not just in Palestine, all of them stand with their Muslim brothers and sisters against Israel and with the resistance.